Are you a confident English speaker? Do you feel less confident when it comes to speaking English? In today's video, let's talk about 6 ways that you can improve your English speaking confidence. With confidence, even when you don't know everything, you can still have great conversations. Are you ready to find out how to become a confident English speaker? If so, then let's get into it. First, pay attention to how native speakers use words. Also, remember that a word can sound very different depending on the accent. Doesn't mean that that word is wrong. Make it a practice to listen to as many different people and accents as you can. English learners or language learners in general can get used to listening to someone that they already know. Maybe it's a teacher or a friend. The more that you hear their English, the more comfortable that you become with their English. The problem comes when you get into situations with new people. From people in one part of the US is going to be very different from English in another part. There's also so many different countries and people with a variety of different accents. So what you want to do is listen closely and carefully to as many different English speakers as possible. Do is practice speaking daily. Have you ever heard the phrase, practice makes perfect? It just means that the more that you do something, the better that you will become at it. For English learning, this means speaking English as often as possible. Can you make it a habit to speak English daily? There are a few ways that you can do this, and the first is try talking to yourself. You can narrate your day in your head, or if you're not too embarrassed, how about try speaking out loud and narrating what is happening in your day-to-day life. If you aren't learning on your own, how about talking with friends or a teacher if you have the chance? Talking with friends is a great way for you to use the English that you have learned in a relaxed setting. Friends will also usually let you know when you're using something wrong. Teachers can give you expert advice on different points of English that you want to learn. The more that you practice, the more confident that you will become, so try to start talking to yourself today. Next, speak slowly and clearly. Take your time when speaking English. Having a good conversation isn't a race. Some people think that speaking fast English means that you are speaking fluent English. If you speak too fast, however, you might make a mistake or just say the wrong thing. Try saying the words to yourself first and then speak them clearly. If you need to, ask the listener if they understood you. It is more important to be understood than to be able to speak fast. Your confidence will increase when you know that the listener is able to understand what you're saying to them. The most important thing to have in any conversation is two people understanding each other. So speak as slowly and as clearly as you have to. Next, overcome the fear of making mistakes. Making mistakes, but they are a natural part of learning English. I always start every class for a new student by letting them know that it's okay to make mistakes. English isn't your native language, so you shouldn't expect to be mistake-free. And even native speakers make mistakes. I make mistakes when I'm recording these videos, so don't be afraid to make them. Think of a mistake as a way for you to improve your English. When you make a mistake, maybe someone will correct you. Or maybe you will hear the correct use from someone else. Whatever the mistake is, if you can learn from that mistake and not make that same mistake over and over, your English should improve. Confidence will come from knowing that it is okay to make mistakes. It's how you learn from those mistakes after you make them that's going to be the most important. Next, practice learning with other language learners. If you aren't comfortable speaking with native speakers, how about try speaking with other English learners if you have the chance? They understand what you're going through and they're learning just like you are. Plus, they won't be too concerned with your mistakes because they'll be focused on themselves to see if they're speaking English correctly. So, if you have classmates, practice with them and see how your confidence grows. You can help each other get better, and it's also a great way to hold each other accountable. I find it easier for me to keep doing something when I know that other people are going through the same things that I am. You just won't feel so alone. The next thing that you can do is watch TV shows or movies. To learn different accents like we talked about before, you can watch TV shows or movies. This is a great way to see how people from different backgrounds say different words. Listen closely and try saying the words yourself. It's also a fun way to learn new words and improve your confidence. You can even find an accent that you like and try to model yours after it. I have a friend who learned a lot of her English just by renting movies, watching scenes that she was really interested in over and over, and then going outside, trying them out on real people as soon as she had the chance. So try listening to TV shows and movies. You can try listening to a scene without subtitles at first. Once you think that you understand, go back and watch those same scenes again, but this time add subtitles and see how well you did. Now that you understand what is happening, and you have picked up those words that you didn't catch on the first time, go back again with no subtitles and see how well you can do. The more that you understand, the more confidence that you'll gain. These are some of the ways that you can improve your English speaking confidence, so I really hope that they help you. If you enjoyed this video, maybe you'll enjoy this one right here. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you.